Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booths, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink, light the goat candle, don't even think.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno, bueno, it stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister, now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. It is Friday. It is finally Friday. We did it. We are the survivors of the week. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you did everything, had fun, sinned safely, all that business. I had a pretty good week. Yeah, it was a good week for the show. Did a good week. Now, we've got some interesting things to talk about. I got some fun things, you know. Guess what showed up yesterday? It's not as naughty as you think. It's pretty cool, really. And I'm going to show you here in just a minute because the crotch cam has arrived. Okay, so we're going to get to that in just a moment. But we've got other things. It's Friday. We might talk about some of the fascist dictators that are overthrowing our government. Probably not. We might stray that way. We're going to get there. One of these days, we just got to move that way. But I'd rather have fun, right? Let's not traumatize ourselves yet until we have to. Giggles, laughs, and then fascism. You're not going to believe this. I didn't believe it, but I mean, I was, okay, that was the wrong button. That was the very wrong button. So now in like 45 seconds, it's going to pop back to me no matter what I do. So I screwed up. I did not want to spoil you with the foreskin thing, you know, because that always gets me demonetized. That just all I have to do is include that little foreskin joke thing in there. And the YouTube evil ones are like, oh no. So, all right, look, while we wait for this thing, let me show you. Aha, let me show you here. There's the new studio cam. Okay. Now, studio cam, as you can see, we've got the studio cam, we got the puppy zone. It's an even better view of the zone of puppisms, the Wigglebutt zone. And of course, we have the tech zone here where the magic happens. Boop, 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 boop. And then, of course, the coffee. You guys will be able to see as I'm getting coffee low on my fuel. You'll be able to see. And then, now there is also, my friends, a zoomed in version of that we will refer to as the lap cam. But the lap cam only gets used when perros are presente. Okay, so I don't want to zoom on in on my crotch because that's just narcissistic. Anyway, so good morning, everyone. Now let's do this. Funny thing, I said funny thing, and fat. Today's world is confusing, and there's too much information for one person to make sense of it all. Which credit card should I pay off first? Is non-fat milk good for me? Who should I vote for? Let's face it, if you can't figure out high-interest milk, then how can you be expected to make political decisions that influence a country of over 325 million people? Well, that's why there's fascism. Fascism is the political, social, and economic system for today's world. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines fascism as a political philosophy, movement, or regime that exalts a nation, and often race, above the individual, and that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of the opposition. Choose this ideology and life will be easy. Did you ever look at someone who uses really big words and think, I wish those libtards would just disappear? Well, under fascism, your dreams can come true. Under fascism, you won't have to worry about the pesky little things like brown people or atheists, or who in your country is entitled to basic human rights and who is not. Hint, hint, the answer is nobody. Yes, friends, this truly is the final solution you've been looking for. And if you're concerned if this form of authoritarianism will be up to your high standards, don't worry. American fascism will be the best fascism in the world because it's been endorsed by Jesus. So go out and destroy freedom and democracy by getting fascism today. Paid for by the Fascio-Conservative Party, formerly known as the GOP. All right, so I'm back. I now have a puppy in the puppy cam zone. So we have the Wigglebutt zone, which is the old Wigglebutt zone, still there. I'm going to work on making that look better. But now we have the studio cam. Let me put the studio cam. So now, as you can see, I have a puppy in the puppy cam zone, and we will zoom in on the crotch cam, and now you get to see her. Ollie, that's my Ollie boy, and he's a wonderful puppy dog, and he works the computer when he's helping. He's like, okay, and then he goes over here and he does that, and he has zero patience for this shit. So there, now we have crotch cam. I know you'd be excited. We've finally gotten crotch cam. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Jesse Bear. John, I hope you're able to see everything. I think the show's working. You might refresh your page. Bless it, pray it over. Have you tried pouring holy water on your computer? See that crotch cam? It was worth, puppy cam. We'll call it the puppy cam. That'll be the wiggle butt zone. And, this is the studio cam. I dig it. Now, this is kind of cool. I dig the camera. It's kind of nice. It came in. It was, pretty cheap. I was going to get two, one so I could do puppy cam and the other so I could do, but no, mon ami. It all worked out perfectly. There we go. And there's my puppy. I had to go in there and get a puppy, and he's all like, oh my goodness. He's just like splooted. There's the Peter heaters down here blowing right on us, so he's nice and warm. And toasty. Good morning, Left-Handed Jedi, Austin Sims, Raven Lunatic. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Skeptically Pissed. Hello. Now that we've got the the introduction of the show going. John Hudson, it says you're offline. You might check your, refresh the page. Again, bless it, pray over it, Jedi Mind Trick, do those sorts of things. Vic Lit, thank you for joining us this morning. I'm sure Scotty's probably listening, stalking. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Now, today I've got an interesting where you dog at. Well, I'll tell you, my dog is I got one here, but the evil one is home today, so the rest of the dogs are in the other room. So, with the evil one. The crotch cam has finally happened. Yes, it has. It is not disappointed. Are you not entertained? That's a wonderful, especially when Sadie gets here and she's like loving on me, but Ollie, he'll get in here. He's like, oh no. But yeah, that's a great crotch cam for the puppy dogs. And of course, it'll be a hit on the OnlyFans live stream as well. The wife's like, no. We'll get to that one when we get a chance. Oh, yes, Kelly Laughlin, good morning. Thank you for joining us. JT says, howdy, skeptically pissed. Pardon. All right, so now, if you don't mind, guys, I'm going to take a moment, just for a moment. I want to do something this morning. I noticed a post on the Book of Faces. I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to share a link with you, if you don't mind, Kelly. Kelly, I think you know what I'm about to do. So if you don't want me to do it, just let me know and I'll not do it. Here we go. Boop. Can I make that post open? No. Yeah? No? Yeah, no. Okay. So here is a post by my friend, Kelly. I'm going to put this up on yonder screen. Let me make sure Kelly ain't going, oh no, don't do that. Morning back from Canada. They let you out of Canada? Dan from Canada. Good morning, Dan from Canada. Thank you for joining us. They're going to be dropping the dollar bill in your virtual Dree string now, Chris. Yes, they will. Right here. And then, I should get a graphic, and whenever I turn the puppy cam and I sing the song, Mi burrito está bueno, whenever I go, my crotch is on fire, I can point here, and it'll put the crotch cam on there, and I can have, like, flames coming. Is that not genius? Is that not Wild E. Coyote shit? I don't have to, Kelly, but I don't mind. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do this thing. I got a friend. His name is Kelly. And, we all occasionally need assistance. So Kelly could use possibly some assistance. So if you don't mind, you know how the world is. I feel that's why I was asking you, because it's hard to make these sorts of posts. So Kelly, he's just a member of our community, and we all... We in our community like to help out each other in our community, given the chance. And, so Kelly, I'll read this if you don't mind. Kelly says, I am underwater. I rarely ask for help because it's hard to do, right? Especially like publicly. Ever since COVID, my business hasn't made it. I am barely holding on. I have been silently struggling along ever since. I don't want to ask for help. Believe me. And then he goes on and he tells his story about how some of the problems he's having. I don't want to, if I were Kelly, I'd be like squirming in my seat right now. I don't want to make you squirm any more than you have to. I'm going to post this link. If you can, if you have the opportunity, if you don't mind, go help Kelly out. There we go. Did that all work? What the hell? What happened? Kelly's Rock Shop. That's not what I'm... Boop, boop. Why for doth thou keepeth doing that? All right, I'll fix this in a minute. I'll post the link over in the place. Sorry, to somebody else's post. I keep dropping things. Delete that. Sorry. On my mom, mon ami. Okay, so here we go. Let me post this over here in the live stream. Maybe it won't freak out on me. Oh no, it's gonna freak out. Because it's a stupid like link within a link. Give me a minute, folks. I'm sorry, it's worth it. Otherwise, you know I would not, but let me do this because it's worth it. Boop, boop, where the hell? What the hell, man? How'd it get way down there? This whole technology thing, I hate technology. Technology's stupid. It's stupid. I don't like technology. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this will work, guys. Sorry for the trouble. Here's a good link. The link of power. I hope. Damn it, I'm putting it in the wrong place. There's no emoji that works with that. All right, quit. Damn it. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a link maker. Okay, there you go. So if you can help Kelly, our friend Kelly, he could use some help. On with the show, back to being funny. Sorry, Kelly, for putting you on the spot like that. You know, they're starting early. Who's starting early? Do we have trolls already? I didn't know the bridge was even open. There you go. I had to exercise the computer to release the demons. There you go. I understand. Oh, see, now Ollie's really, this is why we got this. He's just snuggle. That's a snuggle puppy right there. Is that not a wonderful puppy dog? That's why we got the crotch cam. I'll work on it so the text stays over the puppy cam. The puppy cam. So, yes. Let me go here. So, over here, and I want to check on our poll. I have a very fun poll today. Wait. I have a very fun poll today. My funs are always polls. My polls are always fun. If God gave dating tips, what advice would he give? Your favorite not listed, leave a comment and let us know. Vic has wonderfully been posting the link for the thing. I appreciate it. And then, of course, go ahead. If you get the chance, go vote. We have 5 comments. It doesn't like to, so I'm leery of reading them live. And then after I do this, I've made some notes this morning. And I want to tell you about some of my experiences in the past with dating theists. So if you have an interesting story about that, pop it in the chat or whatever. We'll talk about that and see how it goes. I've got a funny one. Let's see. If God gave dating tips, one of them would be take a year-long cruise with the family while the world drowns, frolic in the rain, ignore the screams. God certainly does. I'm a bad man. That's why. But this is, Blasphemers channel. So after slaughtering her entire village, make sure to check her hymen. You don't want used goods. Absolutely. No sloppy seconds. I mean, you went through the whole effort of unaliving the tribe, right? Get the goods. Today's poll topic. Thank you, Vic, for posting that. Vic is wonderful. Ghostface says, need the whole town to love you. Sacrifice your son and demand they love you. Or you'll come at them with a flamethrower. Oh, that's fun. I thought, that's in the Bible right there. The wife's infertile? No sweat. She has a handmaiden, doesn't she? It's basically the same thing. God going, hey, have you seen that Hagar? Oh, look at her. Raven Lunatic, hide yourself away from everyone. If they truly want to have a relationship with you, they'll come looking for you. It's what I do. Yes, God, the hide-and-seek champion of the world. Going on 2,000 years, Jesus. If she won't go out with you, threaten to drown everybody. That's what I do when people do things I don't like. Yes, advice straight from the overlord of heaven. I'm surprised we don't have more. We only got 17 votes, though. So far, though, all right, here were my options. I forgot to read you my options. If God gave dating tips, what advice would he give? My first option was wear a Father Flanagan's Pharaoh sombrero. Sin safely. If they treat you like the plague, part the waters and move on. It's turn the other cheek, not spread the cheeks. And they're your daughters. Nah, go ahead. It's okay. So far, that one's leading with 35% of the vote as to what our followers in the chat believe. The type of advice God, the evil God monster of Abraham, would give as far as dating advice. So, now I'll try to keep up with the chat and see where we're going with this. Let me go back over here. And one of the things is, have you guys dated a theist in the past? What kind of experiences have you had dating theists? Now, I've everything from my early years in dating, obviously whenever I was a teen, early 20s, when I was still a theist, had some odd experiences, learned new things, new and weird things, as a theist, dating other theists. They naughty. They naughty. They say they ain't naughty, but they naughty. Anyway, so there's that. And then of course, dating after becoming an atheist, the experiences I've had as well. So there have been fun experiences. Let's see, what are we talking? Grape, cherry. Greetings and salutations, Mark. Right-handed Sith Smith, thank you for joining us today. Balance has been restored to the Force. Oh, hey, Mark, guess what? I got the crotch. I got it. There's crotch cam. The crotch cam is in, and there is a puppy cam. The puppy cam is in, and I have got a puppy dog. He is exhausted from installing the puppy cam, updating all the stuff, he's just exhausted from that. And then of course here's the full-blown studio cam. Now there's the wiggle butt zone back there. Mark, isn't that cool? That's cool. And then we got the tech zone. I keep the paraphernalia, the lung beater, the anxiety medicine all up here so we can stay safe with the friendly family part. But yeah, so the crotch cam has arrived, and we have a puppy dog in the crotch cam. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness, these guys are so cute. He's gonna be tasty and delicious. He's got one eye open going. There he goes. Up there, look at the light. He's like, the light is bright. That's my cute dog. I love him. All right, enough whoring out my dog. Good morning, everyone. So good morning, Nitty. Thank you for joining us, man. All you wonderful people. So I dated a Fundy Mormon, John Hudson says. Chick was freaky AF. Yeah, Fundy Mormon. Mac, I'm working on a new video today. The top 10 reasons why Christianity. Oh man, I got so many on the list. Don't tell me I know this one. The top 10 reasons why. Damn it. What is this one about? Anyway, I got a top 10 video and it mentions the Christian fundamental. Oh, why it's a cult. I'll be okay. The top 10 reasons why Christianity is a cult. And it mentions the fundamental Mormons, the FLSDS, DSR, STVP people. It mentions them. And yeah, they have some issues. They really do. Thank you, Vic Lit, for the blue sky thing. I'm learning. I don't really learn the blue sky. I just post to it. Someday, hopefully it'll blow up and we'll all meet there and it'll be okay. Ollie, yes, I never dated a theist, slept with plenty, but never dated one. There you go. Yes. I'm in process of moving my entire huge desk and streaming area. There you go, Nitty. I did that recently. Whenever I switched from the back end to the front, to the blue, to the black, man, that was a lot of work. So I appreciate what you're going through. Hopefully we can be entertaining while you go through that. Left-handed Jedi, my first ex was a theist. Stuck to pagans and atheists after that. Kelly Laughlin, I probably did date some theists in the past. I don't remember because I don't think it ever came up. A lot of them, people I dated, I met at keg parties too. Yeah, I wasn't probably high on the list back in my early dating time. I'm like, hi, cutie lady, how are you doing? You dip the same Copenhagen I dip? Let's go have sex. We didn't really talk about God that much. The wife is going, ew. Kelly says, I don't think there are a lot of Christians going to keggers. You might be surprised. At least where I came from, it was all Christians. Vic Lit, Nitty came here to procrastinate. Yes, you did. The puppy, I know he's trying to sleep. He's exhausted. We've been up since 2:00 this morning. I get up stupid early. Sometimes I just do. I'm weird. I blame the dog. I blame the wife. JT says, I haven't dated a theist since I was one. Okay. Reverb Twang, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Reverb, have you dated a theist? What does the evil one have to say about the new cam? Well, she struggled with it a lot. You know, she thought there was like I'm going to speak as to why she struggled without actually her saying why she struggled. Probably because it's crass and crude, and because I kept calling it a crotch cam and making it all yucky. But whenever I got it in here and I showed her, hey, look, it's a studio cam, but people will dig seeing the studio cam. And then, of course, there's the crotch cam. When there's a puppy there, we've got something. And whenever I was here with Sadie was up here and she was leaning into me and snuggling, and it was really beautiful. So I think we won her over by not calling it a crotch cam. And limiting my conversations about putting it on, using it for OnlyFans. But I think she's okay with it. It worked out pretty good. Good morning, Quasar. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Dane, I don't know if I said hi to you or not. Dane, the hand check cam. Yes, the crusty sock cam. The crusty sock of love. Austin Sims, I'm married to an ex-Jehovah's Witness who got excommunicated by the elders. We're separated now, but still friends. She never went back to the church, although her parents are still hardcore fundies. Christians at Keggers describe 75% of my university. Yeah. Dane Light, I prefer atheists and pagans in most cases. Me too. Pagans are cool when you get to hang, when you get the opportunity. I mean, though, I just think they're fun. Left-handed Jedi, sci-fi conventions are great social areas. I love me some sci-fi conventions. I love the Star Trek cruise when I got the first one. The first one was great. I would enjoy doing another one with a better room, a room with a view this time. Last time we had a lot of tiny little cabin room, both times. But yeah, Star Trek conventions, cruises, sci-fi conventions, all that business. I want the evil one to dress up like Aaron Sun, right? I want her to dress up like Aaron Sun. She already dressed up like Jadzia Dax. She even put the spots on and everything. I'm like, come here, girl. She's like, not in public. I'm like, what's with the public? Who cares about the public? They'll turn away. We won't tell the evil one what the cam is really for. She'd be like, where'd all this extra money come from? Dane Darklight says, I'm 9 years voluntarily celibate, waiting on true love, if you're asking, Chris. Okay, cool, Dane. And I'm sure your personality really helps you with that celibacy thing. Being a chick, dude. I tease out of love. It's not your personality, man. Your personality is fine. It's your face. Dane. I love you, Dane. That's the kind of love I have for you. Good morning. I hope you're laughing and not stalking me with like bloody intent. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope you're ready for the weekend. I hope you're all ready to sin safely and have all kinds of blaspheming fun. Rolling on a scud. Not in public. Again, with the public. Jesse Bear says, I dated a guy and we were honestly great together. Then we went to a museum and he mentioned the dinosaurs were only X years old, young earther, and we agreed we needed to stop dating. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I here in just a moment, I'll tell you one of my experiences that I have listed in my thing. Now, which do I start, chronologically or just most weird? Okay, I'll go with most weird. Okay, let me go here. Just catch up. We were in our early 20s, both wanted kids, and knew that combo wouldn't work in parenting. Ain't that the truth? Are you all right, little man? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you getting too hot? You want to go in there and sit down with mama? You want down? Okay. All right. Okay. Let me let the little one out. No, he flops. Okay. I'm going to turn off the heater. Maybe he's getting too hot. Parasophilus, thank you for joining us. Welcome. Thank you all for being here this morning. Let's see here. I want to see what you said. Parasophilus, I was a Christian when I got married, and so was my husband. We deconverted together. That is an awesome story. Wonderful. I like those. Great together. Yeah. Early 20s kids, hardcore fundy, and an atheist. I just don't think is a good parenting situation. It's just not going to work if they're going to stick to it. Yes, Dan from Canada says you have to tell the evil one the truth. It's from the Ollie fans. It's for the Ollie fans, not the only fans. The Ollie fans. Dan, thank you, Dan. That's all. It's for the Ollie fans. He's a good boy. He's a wonderful. For those of you who don't know, he was a rescue. We rescued him. He was the puppy dog of a vet who needed like a place to go, so we took him in. And he's just been fantastic. He loves me and follows me around everywhere. That makes him a good dog. Ready to do some freaking on the weekend. That's awesome, Raven? Me too. Damn it, pilot tripping for the rift playing in my head. There you go. Oh, all right, little buddy. Let me let you down. Okay. 1 second, my friends. Let me do this for you. Let's talk about Christmas.
Hello all, Chris Mallard here, atheist extraordinaire, host of the Daily Atheist Morning Show, and currently burning in hell. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm not dead. I'm just down here for the annual Christmas party. I mean, annual solstice awards party. The Dark One, or Lucy as he is affectionately known, is personally handing out the awards. Aaron Ra's getting the award for the most souls brought down by evolution for his African fossil hunt, and Matt Dillahunty has won the Golden Phallus Award for being a dick to the most Christians. Oh wait, it's the Golden Fallacy Award for the confusing the most Christians. Easy mistake to make. To top it off, Seth Andrews has lent his voice to the Gregorian chants this year. It's delightfully hellish. Gotta run. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, if you're into that sort of thing, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I mean, a happy holidays, happy solstice, and a happy new year. Stay safe, heathens. Party hard, fornicate, that sort of thing, but do it safely.
All right, I don't want this one to get too far. Let me see here. Because these are some great comments here. I dated a guy. That was Jesse. So it is for the OnlyFans. Damn it, now okay, got you. Sorry, jumped on me. That's rare and heartwarming. Wakey bakey boys and girls start the weekend with the fatty. Should be Canada's new model. I like that. Good morning, skeptically pissed. Thank you for joining me. Oh, as I was talking about earlier, I'm actually working on a top 10s video for why Christianity is a curse, and the Fundy Mormons are in there. Yeah. Now that I think about it, Kelly says, I did date a lot of theists. They were all pagans, though. Yeah. I've dated people who were spiritual, you know. Quasar says, it's Saturday, 1:30 a.m., wake and bake. Are you an Aussie? Are you one of those people on the other side? No, it's not 1:30 a.m. for you. No. You're not an Aussie, are you? Clearly time zones escape me. Hey, Austin Sims dated a girl for a while who turned out to be an unhinged anti-vaxxer. Oh my goodness. We argued vehemently for days. And I eventually said we wouldn't work it out. I would want my kids vaccinated and healthy. Mark the Sith says, I am Ollie's biggest fan. You know, there's a lot of Ollie's biggest fan. There's a lot. Ollie is he's popular. He's a popular one. Austin Sims, she's now divorced from a soldier who's in prison for assault and battery. I think I dodged a bullet there. Sounds like one of those, king and queen kind of marriages. I suppose burning in hell is better than freezing in hell. I don't know. Both suck. I don't like being cold. I hate being cold. Vic Lit, Austin Sims, the easiest way to make me lose my cool is to assert health disinformation that hurts people. It'd be an instant no-go for me. Oh yeah. Jesse Bear, I was agnostic pagan when my husband and I got married. He was an atheist. He never cared. And I was moved into atheist over time. Okay. Together 14 years and 3 little heathens. That's fantastic, by the way, Jesse Bear. Way to go. Knuckle bump. Well, you got kids. Wash that knuckle before you bump. Kids are cootie factories is what they are. Way to go, though. Kiwi. Okay. Austin Sims, it seems at times that I might be able to convince her, which is why I didn't immediately drop the relationship. But after a while, it became clear she was too stubborn to admit she was wrong. Yeah, East Australia. Okay, cool. That is cool. I really enjoy our Aussies. Someday when the U.S. finally collapses and they're like rounding up people like me and they're putting us at the end of a rope for some reason, I'm going to be swimming across the river down there and they'll be calling me a wetback and I'll be trying to get on some kind of cruise ship over to Australia. So I try to be nice to you guys so you'll save me later. Woohoo! Anyway, so yes, back to that. Let me go here. Now, let me tell you guys briefly one of the stories. Okay, so I dated, I think we had dinner and I went to her house once and we watched a movie. And this was just after I moved here in Albuquerque. So it's about 2013, about 12 years ago. And she was really into, of course, I was an atheist at this time. Of course, I'd been a while since I dipped my wick, if you know what I mean. I kind of like was okay. But as we got to talking, the longer we got to talk, is she not only talked about being in love with God, but would often, or Jesus, but would often imagine and masturbate while thinking of Jesus as the person she was fantasize about Jesus as the person who was. And for me, that was a line. I just, I was like, okay, you're in a little deeper. I mean, that's a shovel. I don't have a shovel that big, so that was kind of, that's kind of it for me. One of the deals though was she worked at of course I don't even remember her name. But she worked at an insurance agency as a little lady who answered the phone. And I'm not disparaging that at all. She wasn't interested in me because I was just an IT guy who owned my own little business and worked at home. And she wanted to be a power couple, like Fergie and anybody else, or Taylor Swift and anybody else, or you know what I mean? She wanted to be a power couple, and I wasn't power couple material, but that was okay with me. She would be sitting there talking about Henry, and I'm like, Henry, who's Henry? And she just kept, every now and then she'd go on about Henry, and I'm like, Henry, who's Henry? Henry Cavill. She so loved Henry Cavill, the actor who plays Superman, because of his role in Superman, which is if I'm quoting as best as I can here, which is an allegory for Jesus Christ, which was not an allegory for Jesus Christ. Anyway, but she really had, she would talk about him as though he was a person in her life that she knew, and you were supposed to know that too. I just feel like there was a very good opportunity for anybody needing experience, like as a psychologist or therapist, if you need an experience, something, there's a perfect opportunity right there. Is that a kind way to say that person needed therapy? Anyway, so that was one of my stories. I've got a couple other stories, even one. I even have a story about the evil one. Yeah, because when I met the evil one, she was not the evil one she is today. I may or may not have had some form of influence. Not that I did it directly, none of that stuff. I did let her out of the basement every now and then. Say you hate God and I'll let you out. Say you hate God and I'll let you out. That's like the opposite of what I see with Pastor Dean. Say you love God and I'll feed you some peanuts under the door. Sorry, Pastor Dean and Mrs. Pastor Dean. I don't know if I was supposed to expose that or not. I noticed he's not here. I guess he got kicked from the channel. A friend of mine told me that back in the day, there was a group of Catholic monks who picked members who had special dream about the Virgin Mary, who had a special dream about, oh, really? I don't know if I've ever had, wow, the Virgin Mary. I guess, allegedly, she was the perpetual virgin. Right? She was always a virgin. Even after having Jesus and James and her other kids, she was always a virgin. It's like the unending gobstopper of pussy. The never-ending gobstopper. I mean, I'm just saying. It feels like the first time. This is crazy. Oh, I see a product. The Father Flanagan's line of products all of a sudden. I'm in rejuvenation. Oh, yeah. No, I'm writing it down. That's right. I'm writing it down. Right next to Balaam's song. Balaam's song. I'm going to have to learn how to say that. But we're going to work on a song for Balaam. Let's see. Father Flanagan's Hymen Restoration line of sexual products. Sexual health if you throw the word health in there, it makes it not naughty. Mostly. Father Flanagan's Hymen Restoration products. There we go. Awesome sauce. Let me just see here. The not so virgin Mary. No, it's 9:30 in the morning, dude. You can't just drop something like that on. Maybe. Chris the Corrupter. I'm a bad person. I'm going to hell. What did I do wrong this time? Kelly says I need to lie it down. Kelly, I hope you start feeling better, man. Get better. Join us when you can. Just remember, I'm the funny one. I hope you get to feeling better. Let's see. Can't have a skeptically pissed says people that have that kind of obsession with the star-like person sets off red flags for me. Yes, indeed. Yeah, talking about yeah, there were flags. That's one of those persons that you don't want to get them to be obsessed with you. Get out fast. Get out while you can. Save yourself. Save yourself. Save yourself. My thing not working. Sadie, there we go. Let's see here. Not dating, but I knew someone that randomly joined the LDS church. Very strange. Think they wanted that sweet LDS influencer life. Ooh, maybe. Sorry, typing with one hand while my cat's on me. Yeah. That's my excuse too. I got to make sure with the the puppy cam, that we don't have a tubing moment, right? We don't be tugging our tubing and actually have the cabiner going away. If y'all that know what that is. And I think Black Widow's become a virgin after laying her eggs. Bree would know. Oh, hey, that. Wow, I don't know. Bree would know. It's interesting. Let's see, Quasar, what about the jawbreaker? Yeah. Balaam, the other only story where the hero is saved by talking out of his ass. That's a good point. I do that. Anyway, that is disgusting. Ugh, gross. What is her OnlyFans account URL? So I know how to stay away from it. True enough, Austin Sims. I understand. Yes, we need to make sure we know. I mean, to stay away. I feel like Goop might already have a similar product. Doesn't Goop have that? Have like the scent of her person thing going on? Let's see what this is. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, doesn't she have some kind of a candle with the scent of her coochie, the vajayjay? She does, doesn't she? I thought she did. I mean, whatever works for her if it lights your candle. Is it really what that smells like, though? I mean, or does it smell like a candle? Do you get one of her candles? Do they vary throughout the... Never mind. I want to stop there. Chris doesn't know what he's talking about. He's going to leave it at that. I was really into Catholic schoolgirls when I was young. Loved the outfits. Me too. It's just I can't find any that fit anymore. I don't know. It's hard. Especially the socks. I like the socks. The ones that come up past the knees. Anyway, it's the skirts and the white panties. The white panties in my size are the hardest part to find. And I have to say, since about my 40s, I haven't really been able to pigtail the hair like I used to could, but gotta have goals. Thunder and lightning storm here right now. Power dropping in and out. If I disappear tonight, that will be why. Understood. You will have been smited by the Lord. What happened to Raven? Well, I got a story, right? He was watching this atheist show. Had a bone? Avoid the stone. I like that. You people are awesome. Vagina candles. Well, we could have... Well, no, vagina scented flesh candles. That again, that is Gwyneth Paltrow. I wonder if we could get her to come on this show and talk about her vagina scented flesh candles. Huh, interesting. We'd have to make a song. I'm thinking she'd probably say no. I don't think she's a religious person. I think she's like a spiritual person of the spiritual, crazy kind of spiritual. If they both agree to it, as long as everyone's an adult and giving informed consent, surrogates are a common option. Like Hagar. Doesn't even need to require intercourse. Hagar, Hagar was a slave. I don't know if you really... I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I'm just going on about myself. Let's see here. Ethics 101. It's okay for a man to have children with another woman's wife if his wife can know, it's a question. Ethics 101, is it okay for a man to have children with another woman if his wife can no longer have children? That's a good question. Again, I really appreciate Vic Litt's answer. If they both agree to it, as long as everyone's an adult and giving informed consent, surrogates are a common option. Doesn't even require intercourse, although it's funner that way. It's better than the frozen shooter with a pea across the room with the slingshot method. That's my second favorite method, though. That's easier on the camera. Anyway, so if they both agree to it, but again, well, like if you're referring to, say, Hagar was a slave. It's kind of hard to, or at best a servant, a lifelong servant that had no ability to do what she wanted to or go away or have anything of her own. But yeah, like a servant kind of person. Thigh socks are so cute. I have a bunch, but rarely have the occasion to get to that fancy. Me too, Ember. But I dig it. Jesse Bear says, Laura, hi. Comedian has videos about the Catholic to BDSM pipeline. Oh, really? Laura, hi. That sounds like, I think that's hilarious. I think it's fun. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, let's see. Skeptically pissed. Once a month, the Goop Vag candles. See, that's why I stopped myself earlier, skeptically. I mean, and I should learn to read ahead before I voice all the things. Let me see here. Pardon me, Dampon. Pseudo History says, does God say it's okay to have two wives for the sake of man's bloodline? I don't know. Does he? What about four wives? Is that okay? 4 wives? Is that why there's 4 wives? What if it's the husband firing blanks? You're just screwed then. Rolling on the floor, that'd be swinging. Also an informed consent thing. Yeah, big party. Does God? Let's see. That's true. You guys are awesome. Any power imbalances like that would be non-consensual, of course. Yes, that's what we were talking about. If that's what pseudo history is talking about, then we would obviously be talking about something that's not fun for the whole family. So, all right, let me see here. I have another interesting story for you. The insurance lady who loved Jesus. I really have to say that whenever she was telling me that story about what she found erotic as we were sitting on her couch at night enjoying a movie, there was part of me that was like, I would like to know more. Not like a long-term no more, but just like a no more. but there again, like even now, even then, I have a little bit of control. Sometimes, of course, this is in my 40s. If that had happened in my 20s, I wouldn't have given a damn. But at least in my 40s, I had the sense to go, you know what? The stalker that lies on the other side of this veil of, she was pretty, she's my kind, this veil of cute. No. Once she gets the D, you'll never get rid of her. No. Don't do that. No. It'd be like what's that movie? Misery? She'd be like, do you want home and auto insurance? Whack! Pet insurance too? Whack! For those who are keeping up, she worked at an insurance office. I'm just rolling it on them that you just got to make sure you're all paying attention. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Modern surrogacy is the person carrying the embryo has no DNA relationship to the embryo's fetus parents. Parents' DNA and or donor DNA is used for, is somebody trying to make this like an issue in the chat? Or I'm not sure why it's coming up. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll let y'all work out that out. Vic Litt says the OT commonly has polygamy in its stories. It was the most common practice in the ancient Near East. Yeah. And there was a lot of familial marriage. I mean, like close familiar marriage. I'm just talking about a backup wife. Oh, I see a backup wife. I got you. Side chick. Understood. Somebody to pass the genes on to. Quasar says there's 72 Muslim versions for some lucky martyr. 72 very unlucky women. Right? I mean, what a horrific. Is that like hell for women? You know, if I remember right, and I do remember right, recently I read that Muhammad claimed to see into hell at one point and said it was mostly full of women. Anybody surprised? Is that a surprise? ¿Cómo estás, mi amiga? Hola, Ember. Hey, Ember, how are you doing? Welcome. How's work going, Ember? I keep hearing these glances of a story about that place, the place that will not be named. That's all I know about it. I noticed that some things seem to be progressing with you there. I hope things are. Good. All right, so let me just check our little poll here. We're doing dating advice from God. When she shows up the next day with a U-Haul, it's time to run. Yeah. True enough. Did anyone say the virgins were women? You know, I don't know. Or young. I don't know. That's a great. I think they're pretty specific. This is one of the most misogynistic religions on the planet. It almost certainly does specify it as female. I could be wrong though. Dan from Canada, would be interested, or at least willing to entertain the notion that way we could pick on them. Maybe they're all virgins. It's just, because he should technically be a virgin too, right? So maybe all the virgins they get are just each other. That would be hilarious. Can you imagine the look on his face? Well, all right, I guess if that's how we're going to be. Some Muslim paradise is just huge sausage fest. Guess they didn't specify which kind of virgins. I don't know. That's a good question. They could argue it's biblical. I'm turning this off. I'm turning on the Peter heater again because the dog's gone. He was getting a little toasty. There we go. Oh yeah, let me check our thing here. If God gave dating tips, what advice would he give? Let's go back over here and see how many votes we have. If God gave dating tips, what advice would he give? Your favorite is not listed. Leave a comment and let us know. I'm only allowed 4 options. Wear a Father Flanagan's Pharaoh sombrero. Sin safely, my friends. Option number 2, if they treat you like the plague, part the waters and move on. Option number 2. More advice he might give is turn the other cheek, not spread the cheeks. Sin safely. And of course, last option I was able to give is they're your daughters. Nah, go ahead. It's okay. So far, that seems to be leading with 48% of the vote this morning. Women got the raw of the deal. I'm going to check something. I want to check something. Something seems to be amiss with my thing. Yeah, customization. And I want to go. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. I'm just turning that off. There we go. Turning off the mode of slowness. It just bugs me. Whenever we get bigger and we have more, if it gets big enough, Vic and other people who need it, I'll slow down. But right now, I'll just kind of feather it. Right now, I'll turn it off because it's bugging me. There we go. So wear a feather, and then of course they're your daughters. Nah, go ahead. It's okay. Other options, and remember, I do try to normally not show those on the screen because I never know what's going to be there. And let me sort these by newest first. Mark says, not sure what advice he would give, but my advice is don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. You might accidentally have kids or something, or get the cooties in the crotch, and you don't want that. You'll get the Pharaoh's curse. And you don't want the Pharaoh's curse. Notice I haven't played the goat or the Pharaoh yet today. We're just taking a break, feathering the pedal on it a little bit, just a little bit. We'll have goats and stuff like that back next week. I have hopefully more stuff too. So, not sure. Let's see. Remember, if the relationship isn't working, it's her fault. So you should complain to her father and demand a refund. There was one where... And it's been thank you for that, by the way. I think that was Parasopolis that said that. There was one where it says that if the woman or the girl who's given as a wife doesn't please the husband, he can give her back to be redeemed. And if I remember right, the way it's phrased, to be redeemed, could certainly, almost certainly, be meaning unalived, because she didn't please him as a wife. What else do you do with her as a father who takes her back, who's not going to be a good piece of thing to give to a man as your, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure, I'll have to go look into that, but I think that's a thing. I have to look into it. Ember says, in the context of text in Arabic language at the time, virgin was synonymous with a post-pubertal female who was not yet fully a woman because she had not been with a man. Any of those things will apply, of course, to these. My son's new girlfriend met my wife for the first time and said, "Wow, our children will be extremely blonde." She wasn't my son's girlfriend for long after that. Really? John Hudson says, yesterday I was bitching about using my Jeep for company business. Got a phone call this morning from company owner wanting me to go with her today to buy me a company truck. Squeaky wheel. There you go. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Go easy on the grease. And remember, wear a Pharaoh sombrero. Sin safely. Never shit where you eat, though. I don't know what you're talking about, but good on you. Go get you a truck. Reverb Twain. Christianity and Islam are two sides of the same coin. There's not a lot of they are. They're all Jews. They all worship the God of the Jews. They're all just different branches of Judaism. I mean, don't tell them that. That makes them mad to hear it, but hashtag truth. Ruh-roh. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. He would definitely be chatting, not chat. Oh, yeah. Making sure he ain't got no rings on it. True reverb. We make it kind of odd. All right. So I got another interesting story I'd like to share with you. To quote Robin Williams, I believe, God, if it feels good, stop. Yeah. Or make it hurt. And the center of the galaxy's massive black hole. Dated her once, too. Skinny, but quite a jerk. Personality suck. Let's see, skip to Kelly. I can't be an atheist because I can't believe. Okay, I can't be an atheist because I can't not believe in something that doesn't exist. A Whitney Brown. Well, way to go. Wait, what? I know, that makes the eyes cross. Makes my head hurt. Sumami says, I have two super massive black holes. They eat fancy feast for breakfast. Yeah, we have 5. But you got like the tribbles with claws, huh? If you're using fancy feast, you're talking tribbles with claws. We have tribbles without claws. Dane Darklight, the Christians took the day off from the chat. How peaceful. I think they may have all gotten modded out or something. I don't know if they all got blocked or if Master Pastor got pissed at me because I didn't. So last night, Master, what's he going by now? Master something. He's going by Master something. And yesterday afternoon, I saw him in a chat and I was hi everybody, how are you doing? And he's like, hi Chris. And somebody else right below him said hi as well. And I acknowledged theirs. I didn't acknowledge his. And then a few minutes later, he's like, why don't you acknowledge me? How rude. Are you just being rude because you're an atheist or some nonsense like that? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Master, whatever. I can't remember your name is this time. How's that rash going? Did it clear up? Have you managed to find a new therapist? He's like, I don't know. Are you talking to me? I have fun. Yeah, Fuckleberry. Master Maverick, that's what he's... Yeah. Pastor Dean, then it was Master Pastor, and then Pastor Huckleberry, and it just changes. EAE says, I'm a heathen, and he ignores me too. Don't take it personally, Pastor Dude. I don't ignore you. I mean, Ba Weep Grana, right? Live long and prosper. LLAP, my friend. My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts. Hello. Sometimes though, EA, to be honest, sometimes the chat goes by so fast. And I'm like, I just choose those to ignore. I'm like, ignore that jackass, ignore that jackass, ignore that jackass. No, I'm kidding. You're cool. Hey, EAE, I see the thing. Have you ever been on a Star Trek cruise or at a Star Trek convention? Any of you ever been to a Star Trek convention or any of that business? One of my goals as an actor is to get on a Star Trek show so I can thusly go to all the conventions and the Star Trek cruises and be on the other side of the table. That's one of us. They're like, why does he do this? That's why. Alan Wheeler, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Says, I'm an atheist in the Bible Belt surrounded by a sea of Christians. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the damnation. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Blink twice if you need help. Vic Lit, the damn network. My puppy may not have sharper claws than my kitty, but he sure scratches me all the time. He's a pawsy boy. Yeah, Daisy Dukes is that way too. You got to watch her. She jumps and she claws and has no idea that it hurts. Star Trek Cruise. Did you know? You did. Oh yeah, wait. Let me catch up here. I didn't think Maverick is Pastor Dean. Two different theists. Oh, are they? I thought they were the same person. I treat them like the same person. Okay, got me a 50-pound bag of cat food and a toddler here to get used to the taste. This is all you're going to eat when Trump gets rid of your Social Security. Perhaps you should have voted differently. Oh, I see. That's funny. You're a bad man. EAE, I've never been on a boat, period, but I've been to a few conventions. That's awesome. Okay, so talk about Star Trek cruises. The first one, I really enjoyed it. I got to ride an elevator with Q and Jadzia Dax. She was lusting after my fake pina coladas. They were delicious, and she was drooling over them, and I was like, no, I don't care who you are, you can't have them. I'm taking one back to the room for me and the other one back to the room for me, because the evil one didn't like them, so they were both for me. But she wasn't getting them. And then I also got to ride with Q. Riding the elevator with Q was a lot of fun. Very fun. Wow, Left-Handed Jedi says, my first sci-fi convention was in 1980. Wow, that's awesome. Amber says, I run a Comic-Con, which often has lots of Trek. See, that's fantastic. And again, me and the wife, I would love to go. Of course, I'm all old and gray now. You know, I just don't think I'd be able to pull off the Farscape look. You know, I can't remember. It was Ben Browder from the day, but she could still easily pull off the Aaron Sun. My goodness, I got my own Aaron Sun right in the other room. Oh my goodness. So I want to talk her into doing that. And then we'll just go to the convention and stay in the hotel the whole time. I'm just saying. You would if you could. Tsunami, I'm not paying for the Star Wars cantina on that DCL ship. Certainly not going on a Star Trek cruise. It was fun. We've enjoyed it. Of course, I've been a Star Trekker all my life. I got signatures from William Shatner. I mean, like all the biggies for the most part. There's a few I'd still like to get, but the Doctor, I tried to give the evil one to the Doctor because he's like the only Doctor that she actually likes in all the shows, because she's a medical person and they don't like doctors on shows generally. And because they think they're stupid, but she likes him. And I was like, you know, I told her if you wanted to, she could run away with you. And he looked at her and he's like, yeah, that's a good idea, but or great offer, but I would get in so much trouble or something like that. But he considered it. And of course she's like, what the hell? Are you giving me away? Like, yeah, to the doc. Anyway, Raven Lunatic, I was going to go to a Star Trek convention, but they wouldn't let me in because I wasn't a virgin. Ouch. Don't we have mods for people like this? Hello, Alan. Welcome to the club. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Well, you're subscribed or you couldn't chat. Welcome to the damnation. I'm glad to have you with us. I've recorded another video that I'm going to drop tomorrow or today, right after the show. I'm going to edit it together and hopefully drop it before I nap. I've been up since 2:30 though, and I'm starving. So I'm going to try to feed on something and then work on my video and hopefully drop it before I go nap. Dr. Crusher, Doctor versus Dr. Pulaski. Crusher. I really enjoyed Crusher myself. I didn't like the way Pulaski treated Data, among other things, but Is this Star Trek Cruise in Space? Oh my goodness, if it were. Star Trek Hot Wheels, that's cool. Is Miss Non Sequitur here? Good morning. Thank you for, I skipped right over you. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I see you settling in with the kids in the Discord server. Welcome to the damnation in the Discord. Appreciate Viclit and all you wonderful people who take care of it. I'm learning. I'm grateful. Star Wars supremacy. How did Tsunami get in here with that kind of crap? No, I'm not anti-Star Wars as much as I like to joke. I'm not. I do dig some Star Wars, some I don't, some I do. Some Star Trek I like, some Star Trek I don't. Some of it ain't even Star Trek. Skeptically pissed. What kind of pad do you use for a boat, period? Just asking for personal reason. I don't guess I understand the question. I don't think I'm supposed to understand the question. I'm going to move on. I have no idea what y'all are talking about. Dane, same here, Arkansas. Anyway, what the pastor said to Trump was amazing. Very true. Very true. I now have a favorite bishop. She's a bishop. I have a favorite bishop. Yeah. I'm going to write to her. Ooh, I wonder if I could get her to come on the Daily Atheist Morning Show. That's just stupid. That's stupid. I will make a note and I will see. Ooh, I'll even ask if Miss Trina will email her. It looks more official when like an assistant person does it. When if I do it, it looks like I'm just some stupid jerk. If she does it, then the other person won't know I'm just some stupid jerk. I wonder if we could get the bishop on the show. Probably no. I'm going to say no. We may not even waste our time. The first time she comes researching the show and see Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys, she probably is going to say no. But right now, before it is the top of the hour, I'm loath to do goats. I just don't want to do goat. I don't want to run the goats into the ground just yet. Would you guys like maybe I'll give you goats. If you want goats, I'll give you goats. I'm going to go refill the coffee. So God, for the newbies, I take a break every now and then. Just go get my coffee cup and I run these funny little commercials. What would, those are goats. I mean, you got to give the people what they want. And, there's a Pharaoh with a sombrero too. I'm working on getting the Pharaoh with a sombrero commercial. We'll end the show with that. Let me do this though. I'll be right back. Hold on. Let me read. Okay. All right. Cause man, this chat. All right, here we go. All right. You asked for it.
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait, you don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh no. The Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall smite thee.
What do you do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning goat flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires that pungent smell, light a candle or you're going to hell.
Let's see here. Raven Lunatic says Dr. Crusher was proof that redheads survived long enough for people to go into space. No, it's called sci-fi. If you're new to the show, I hope you enjoy the commercial, the goats. If you're old to the show, I know enjoy the goats. They love it. I'm just trying not to wear them out, and I did see the calls for the and we have two goat. We haven't actually. Miss Jessie Bear has made us an official damn goat. She has. It's so cute. I just cannot. Have you seen it? I'll show you the official damn goat. It is so cute. It just represents me as much. It's like speaks to my inner person. I'll have to find it. It's on Discord. I always lose it. Where is the damn? Oh, there it is. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. Reminds me of Ollie in goat form, really. Here we go. This is the Daily Atheist Goat of Love. Is that fantastic or what? Thank you, Jessie Bear, for that. She did that herself. This is very wonderful. We're going to throw that on a shirt. That's fantastic. And there's other things, but this is just, oh my goodness. It does look like Azali kind of as a goat, doesn't it? In his goat form. Let me get you up. The damn goat has been made into an emoji. Woo, that's right. Yes. Raven Lunatic. Oh, you are the funny. I try. I do try. I try. A goat prolapse. Oh, that says goat relapse. Sorry. I thought that was one of those Christian dating sites. I said Christian. I shouldn't have done that. Muslim dating sites. But I can't say that because that's bad or worse somehow. Anyway, Ember says Chris lost the damn goat. Dane says you're almost as funny as me, Chris. Almost, nearly. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. You guys are fantastic. Gingers have no soul. I know that. I've heard that. I think they were just, gingers were just leading the way. They were the pioneers. They were the flagship of the no soul people. And the rest of us are just following suit. Miss Non Sequitur said, I did my part to continue redheads. I made one myself. There you go. Rosie, one of the things, since we're talking about it, that I really enjoyed about Star Trek The Next Generation was that they had like, I mean, I had the hots for, they had like the variety. They had, remember, you know me, I like short brunettes, big titties, little ass, blind in one eye, and no gag reflex. Sorry, I had to say it. But, you know, I mean, like the Aaron Suns and the beautiful brunettes, you know, that's all my thing. And they had Deanna Troi. And then they have the fiery redhead or blondes that aren't like long-haired, like primpy blondes, but they're like strong blondes. I dig those because I don't like, I don't know. I like them all, actually. But anyway, I have a sister who's a bitch, and she's a blonde like that, so I have a hard time with blondes. Anyway. But they had this cool, strong blonde woman that wasn't a bitch, like my sister used to be a bitch. And I dug that with Tasha Yar. And then, of course, they had the beautiful redheaded Beverly Crusher. Now, of course, the wife, the evil one, didn't like Beverly Crusher, and we could go on about it. We could have a whole sci-fi Saturday show just on why she didn't like the various doctors. I could do that. I may do that, why she didn't like various doctors. But in Beverly Crusher's deal, it was like, doctor's orders. Doctor's orders. She's all, doctor's orders. Well, Julian with Deep Space Nine, one of her critiques about him was, he was like, I've tried absolutely nothing and I'm all out of ideas. You know. Anyway, of course, there was the pervy way they brought him off, hitting on Jadzia Dax in the first few episodes. I'm glad they let that go. Let him kind of man up. That was rough. Anyway, let me catch up and see where I've gone wrong. Yours is cuter. I don't know what we're talking about. Do you have a crotch cam? I have a crotch cam. Miss Non Sequitur, she dies to have a soul. In fact, she does too have a soul. In fact, she's collected lots of them. It's fantastic. You get my goat, and you get my goat, and you get, oh, I get it. You get a goat, and you get a goat, and you get a goat. I'll catch up. Everybody gets my goat. And see, that's why, you know, I'm walking on this line. There's the reference going on about me and the goat of atheism. I get it. I think it's hilarious. The goat of atheism. Other people may kind of not like that because they're thinking goat, you know, like the greatest of all time. I am not the greatest of all time. And that's not the hat I'm trying to wear. I'm trying to wear the old goat of atheism. Yeah. So let's see. There's the same height laying down. I'm not. I'm taller laying down. That's what I've heard. It's the story I tell anyway. No soul, no problem. Data redhead. I thought gingers had a soul for every freckle they had. Hey, Axel Ignite. Very cool name. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Thank you for joining us at this ungodly hour. Now, I've got a poll running. If you haven't voted, I'm sure Vic, there you go. She's posted the link to the Discord. We'll also be doing a Discord thing this afternoon. And the old goats and you're the damn kids. That's what the wife said. I'm the old goat and you're the damn kids. And I thought that's really cool. But that feels kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. Now, you've said that. Giles said, was it Giles? No, it was Raven Lunatic said it as well. The damn kids or something. And I'm like, okay, you know, a bunch of damn kids to me because I'm an old geezer. Jessie Bear, part of me wants to make Chris as a goat LOL, but I'm not sure it wouldn't be creepy because my faces always tend to look a little creepy. I know, I saw your face. I'm just kidding. You posted that picture with your face blurred out, and I was going to make a funny joke about, gosh, have you tried like an acne cream and put your face, you know, I mean, because we couldn't see your face. But I don't, you know, I was like, not everybody gets my funny. I didn't want, because, you know, your face was blurred out completely. I just couldn't see your face. The evil one is indeed brilliant. She is. Tasha. Yeah, Tasha got killed by a puddle of puddle of tar. That was a surprise. And it was sad. I mean, episode number 3, I think, was her. They got this like stuff in their system that made them all do crazy stuff, and she got all frisky and she went and did the deed with Data, and you got to see her. They opened the scene with her walking down the corridor, starting on her butt as she's walking, shaking it frisky like, heading down to Data's door. And I mean, for a 12, 13-year-old boy, that was the bee's knees right there. Raven Lunatic, thank you for the $5 lunatic. Raven Lunatic, thank you for the $5 super chat. Just a message to make you say that Chris Mallard is funny and witty, but Durante is so much funnier and more handsome. Just kidding, love you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that taser button. It's gonna be right here. I'm gonna I'll have one just for Raven. Taser Raven. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'll tell Durante. I'm really hoping. I haven't responded to him. He hasn't got with me. We've been kind of just, but I'm hoping to get with him and start developing some very cool stuff for future shows and all kinds of stuff. Yes. Well, we both have. He's fantastic. We're both fantastic. I'm the funny one. Austin Sims, awed by her splendor, the stars near the lovely moon hide their own bright faces. That's interesting. Awed by her splendor, the stars near the lovely moon hide their own bright faces. Reverb Twang, I thought I had a picture of a baby goat Baphomet in my cam, but I don't. Huh. That's interesting. We could turn maybe we could sweet talk Jesse Bear into turning our entire damn goat, you know, putting on the rest of the body and going ahead and having the whole Baphomet thing going on, just to piss off the Christians. You know, anything. I mean, just for flair, for fun, and to piss off the Christians. The skin of evil. Yes, I enjoyed them. Really, for me, Star Trek The Next Generation kind of had all of every representation of like the ideal, you know, outside. They could have obviously had more people of color, but I mean, just for what it was, when it was, for a boy my age, all that stuff. Man, them women's was, so she was the ideal redhead's where I'm trying to go. You don't like sharing my face publicly, Christians be crazy. No, I understand. I don't understand, Jess, or I don't understand. I do understand, very much so. That's why the evil one has no interest in showing her face on nope. She just assumed not. She's there. She's real. She wants you to know she's there. She's real. She speaks through me. Anyway, were you smoted? You were smited. Damn it. Raven has been smited. I hate it when that happens. There's a pill for that. Jason Jacoby, I'm awake. I'm sorry to hear that, Jason. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Miss Non Sequitur, will all the damn kids have to implant receivers so you can zap us at will? That's a fantastic idea. Oh, it could be like an app related to your phone. I like that. That's fantastic. We'll just have to lead. I have no problem calling myself an old goat. No, I could. When I met my wife, I had a goatee. It was not white. She did that to me. When I met the wife, I actually rocked a goatee for like the first year or so we were together. So if I did that, if I went with the goat thing, the old goat, I could do it. Now with the hair getting all, oh man, my hair, hell yeah. You guys are fantastic. Tasha was killed by MAGA, a puddle of pure misery capable of only hate. Well said. Well said. He's cute. Yeah, but baby goats. Baby goats are cute. Baby goats are cute. Aren't they cute? All right, so I have another story here to tell you folks, you friends, family. I want to share with you. Let me see which ones I've already crossed off my list. Bad dating experience. Well, not all of them were bad. Okay, I want to mention that one of the dating times, not including someone, but one time, one of my earliest, I was like in my teens, late teens, I was going to church with a girl because I was really just trying to get with her, right? But I was a Christian. I just didn't care. I would have been going had the girl not been involved. Understood. And we're sitting here and they're reading this Bible over here. She's reading her version. I'm reading this book they just gave me out of the back of the thing. And mine was, I think, a King James version. And hers, I believe, was the NIV. Theirs that they were using, her and her family, her mom, and that sort of thing. And so as we're going along, her book was like, go in and seize the town, take everything and go about your way. My book said, go in and unalive everybody, man, woman, and child. Leave no one, take no mercy, leave no quarter. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking at hers and I'm like, and that's when that was the first time I remember realizing that there was a crack in the word, that it wasn't one unified, inerrant word of God. Then I was like, wait a second. And then that was also, again, not only that, but it really did kind of shine a light on how horrific the creature in the book was and the people who followed it by their example that they led. So that was an dating experience for me. I have one more I will share for you guys later on in the show. And it will be one of interest. One more. It wasn't a bad dating experience. It was just an interesting dating experience. So that was my another one. Let's see. I used a bearded adventurer. I used to be a bearded adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee or a laser to the face. One of those. Yeah, there was somebody on a video I was watching on the line, and there was a woman who called in, said she was very cis, very straight, but she had a tendency to grow hair on her face. And I got to be honest, while we're here being friends, in a way, it felt like she was insulting our trans people on the show, and they didn't realize it because she kept saying, and I was so afraid people would think I was trans and that I was converting, and I was afraid of how they were going to treat me. And the way our people on the show, Arden and them, took it is like, yes, friend, we live in that state of fear. And that's how they took it. But the way the lady came off really made me feel like she wanted to say she was straight. She wanted to say she was trans, or she was not trans, and that being trans was bad. That there was this thing about she didn't want to be thought of as trans. Ooh, that's yucky. You guys are yucky. I don't want to be thought of as being like you. That's disgusting. And that's what I got from it. If you were there and nobody else probably got it, that's what I got from it. Let's see here. The Damn Network, I have a feeling you would enjoy my husband's humor. We go to my parents. He turns all the crosses upside down and times how long it takes my mom to notice. And remember, next time, just tell them, it's St. Peter's cross. St. Peter's cross. And if you can convince her correctly, she'll leave it upside down. Especially if Catholic, right? St. Peter. The guy who founded the rock, Petra, the rock, right? Uh-oh. Fun for the whole family. Use their own force against them. Skeptically pissed. Nice worm. Did I leave the camera on? Oh, some other worm you're talking about. Sorry. Oh yeah, for you guys who've just shown up, I actually do have, I've gotten the camera in and it is installed right now. It is in studio cam mode, and I'll show you the studio cam. It shows the studio cam. We can over here see the the wiggle butt zone. There's the wiggle butt zone, the studio cam. And then if there were a puppy here, then the crotch cam would function, a puppy cam, and it would zoom in on the zone where the puppy is. But there's no puppy here now. So it's just old man gut. And so, but yeah, we got it. We got the crotch cam. It's here. So that's fun. We'll see more of my crotch later. Kelly, worst date. I got pulled over and arrested. Oh man. I had a worst date like that. I did. I had a worst date where the chick was just one of those. She was always a fight, always arguing, everything. The more drunk she got, the worse it got. And we went out drinking. And we were going from one place to the other. And I was finally like, I'm taking this bitch home. And so I'm going home, and she lived over near the police station. And as we're going, she literally rolls down my window, leans out the window, and starts yelling at people as we're going down the road and puking. And we got pulled over. I got arrested and taken to the jail. She got to go on, and my car got impounded. Yeah, that was a shit date. Very bad date. It vexed me. That's going to be hard. You guys are just being mean to me now. Chris said, Mallard, I caught that same vibe. Okay. Okay, you caught the same vibe about that lady on the thing. I'm hoping, I didn't want to say anything because sometimes over there on that channel, I say things and they just get misunderstood. I was watching Matt's show on snakes, and he really seems to like snakes. This was on his personal channel. And I was like, hey, are any of those your family, or do you sell them all? And when he read it on the show, I kind of got the idea that he felt like I was insulting him. Like, hey, are you a reptile? Are you a snake? They're snakes. That's not what I meant, though, because my dogs are family. And I just got to learn how to word shit. You know what I mean? Because my dogs are family. He's like, no, they're not family. I'm a human. I'm like, fuck. Did it again. The damn network. Of course, I'll have to go back and rewatch this as we get more in here. The chat goes, the damn network may have a safety issue. I'm tall for a cis woman, and being seen as a trans by bigots can put you in harm's way. I've been yelled at when I've had my shortcut. I get that. I do get that. I feel where that's coming from. I just don't feel like the caller on the phone last night was looking for that kind of advice. And how to deal with it, none of that business. It was more about, I don't want to be seen like you. You guys are icky. I don't want to be seen like you. That was really what I got. And I'm glad I didn't say anything outside of, now we're not pointing anybody out or anything. It's not something happening on the show. So just so I could vent about it, because that's how I felt as I watched it, puppy page. Answer the puppy page. Good morning, Ace Trades. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let me go back over here real quick. I want to check our poll and see how it's doing. I love that little goat, though. That's fantastic. On a shirt you go, little friend. On a shirt you go. And I'm going to come over here and I want to check our poll. See how many votes we've got. There we go. I have a feeling from what Chris is saying, likely that person was a bigot, but don't want to not give the benefit of the doubt, or don't want to not get, yeah. That's just how I felt. I wanted to say it last night. It wasn't my purview. It wasn't my channel. Then they could have been genuine. It's just the way the person put her stake in the ground when she first started. I am a cis white hetero female. I don't want to be seen as a trans person. It's scary. People think because of this, I'm a trans. I don't want to be a trans person. And just the way she kept coming off about it, that was the vibe I got. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I appreciate it. Other people were in the chat going, listen, if you don't like it, use a laser. There's a laser. You can actually take care of that. That's a solvable problem right now. If that's your only reason why people may think you're trans, you could have solved that a long time ago and not even come on the show. So it kind of feels like you just wanted to tell people that you didn't want to be trans because that's yucky. Know what I mean? That's just what I'm saying. Does anyone represent all atheists the way Christ represents all Christians? Christ does not represent all Christians. That's ridiculous. Well, in that case, though, I guess, yeah. Pick an atheist. Pick one. We all do. Let's see. I like Forrest. Forrest represents all atheists the way Christ represents all Christians. Sumami says, the way that people love that movie but didn't bother to ever read a single fact about Evita and the fact that she was married to a fascist dictator. Oh, that's an interesting point. I must have missed what's going on there. That sounds like a fun one. Giles says, I'm banned from the line and I don't know why. I don't know. There's some, let's just say some members of our community are complicated. And but I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know why, just some people are complicated. I'm just doing the best I can. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut. When can I buy my damn goat t-shirt? Miss Non-Sequitur. You know, that's a very good idea. I'm going to work on that. I really am. That's part of what I've been hesitant about using things that people give me because I feel bad about it. But Jesse's like a sweetie. We're going to work. I'm going to start doing it. She's given me some great stuff. She has another one that's got my logo and Sin Safely, my friends, all ready to go to be put on like a shirt like that or something. And I just haven't taken advantage of it because I didn't want to take advantage. But she said, hey, do it. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. So we're going to talk about it and we'll figure all that out. So merch coming soon. I want to say certainly by Monday, it'll be there. Of course, Sci-Fi Saturday is tomorrow. And so if you're here for Sci-Fi Saturday, I'm sure I'll have some up by tomorrow too, because I'm really looking forward to it. Some of it's really cool. And something else I came up with this morning that was catchy, I thought was catchy anyway, was, oh, hey, look at you. Why are they still bugging me? Let me see. I thought it was very catchy. It was not that. Atheism is the default position, and then having a little logo or an image with a switch on it, and she's going to work something up for me, and we're going to, so we're going to work stuff up. It's going to be cool. We're going to have merch. I have merch, and most of it's puppy related and all that, do you even atheist, bro? That's there. That was one of those original ones during the Daily Atheist Morning Show where someone threw out a suggestion. We're like, need merch suggestions. Someone, hey, do you even atheist, bro? I was like, you know what? Thank you for that. I'm going to steal that. I stole it, ran away scared. You should work some kind of contract with them. Axel, that's exactly what I plan to do. I got some ideas I'd like to share. Who knows? Jesse Bear, who happens to be in the chat right now, might be up for something like that. We'll see. I've got ideas. I want to develop it and grow and all that stuff. I want to have fun. I want to develop it. I don't want to feel bad about any part of it. I want everybody to feel good as best they can, except Scotty. Is Scotty listening? All right, so sometimes I click before I read. There you go. Well, Chris answered yes. What was the question? I answered something. Yes, I think I probably did something good. I did it good. Does anyone represent all atheists? Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Because Christ means so many different things to so many different people. And if you're going to try to convince me that Christ means the same thing to you that Christ meant to the insurance lady who masturbated while thinking about him having sex with her, then you may be right. But if not, I think I'm right. I'm just saying, because there's Forrest, there's, you got me. I think you got me. Adolf H represents all Christians. That's a great, Gott mit uns on their belts of the SS. Good morning, Epistovus. Thank you for joining us this morning. Left-Handed Jedi donated $6.66 through Super Chat. Just to shout out that Kent Hovan's channel got shut down. That is awesome. I'd like to know why. For what reason did it get shut down? Was it for spreading misinformation? I'd like to know more. Inquiring minds want to know. Sumami says, thankfully, it didn't take when it was attempted to be taught to me. Good. It just made me think my mother was stupid if she believed in that kind of nonsense. That's kind of a, okay, I returned from placating the puppies. Good. That was a thing with me, Sumami. When I was young, there were other people. I wasn't heavily indoctrinated. It didn't take. My mother was a light Christian, and by the time she passed, she'd fully gone on to be just a complete atheist. Didn't even, so Lost Explorers Guild. Good morning. That's a cool name. Welcome to the damnation. Thank you for joining us at this ungodly hour. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready to sin? I, my friend, am ready to sin. I've got so much sinning and blaspheming to do. Yep, my calendar is pretty much covered with. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, I'm going to be on a show on the internet with Captive Desk. I don't have any links because I'm a bad person, but they sent me things. I've been trying to get organized. I'm working it. Trina is helping me get organized because I'm just not organized. But I've managed to organize a thing tomorrow, or Saturday, yes, tomorrow. I think it'll be in the afternoon around 4 p.m. on Captive Desk's channel. So we'll see what's going to happen there. And also, shut down again. Yeah, that's awesome. And also, I was on ban evasion. I wonder what ban evasion. I'll have to look into that. I need to know more. Don't forget this thing here. Let me pin that. Toggle pin. Okay, good. That's amazing. Friday news. It really is. His channel got shut down. I hope he loses lots and lots of money. Thank you, Quasar. Chris the Duck. I somehow thought I'd be called like the Duck of Atheism because of the Mallard thing, but it looks like the old goat of atheism is what's going to stick, apparently. But hey, man, you know, ain't nobody else got goat. I have goat. Not that you're going to get goat. You've got all the goat you're going to get for today. But I do need to top off my coffee. And do you guys want to see some boobies? Do you want to do Wild Bill? Or let's see here. Atheism, fascism, Christmas, Conspirowin. It's been a while since... Oh, boobies. Jesse Bear loves boobies. Okay, we'll do boobies. Everybody loves boobies.
Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. What the... I am Wild Bill Wigglestick, and I'll be your handsome host, your gilded guide, your cowboy concierge of Shakespeare. Dude, really? Today on Shakespeare with a Redneck, I'm going to perform the prologue from Romeo and Juliet. Damn it, Bill. Two households, both alike in dignity in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. Hey, that wasn't half bad. I'm not as dumb as I look. Of course not. You'd be in a coma. Okay, so here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, two snot-nosed brats ignore the warnings of their learned parents and end up getting 4 people killed. Bill, come on, man. You're always blah, blah, atheist stuff, blah, blah, boring. Say something fun, for goodness sake. What? Particle is a fun word. Bill, particle. Bill. Or talk about horses and dogs. People love horses and dogs. Or boobies. Everybody loves boobies. Bill. Oh, can I say boobies on YouTube? If you close your eyes, it doesn't count. Talk about boobies then. Okay, everybody loves those cute little blue-footed bastards. It hurts right here. Culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid bringing a plague on both your houses. A plague on both your houses! By hitting that subscribe button, then that little notification bell. And bang that thumbs up button like frisky cousins at a family reunion. Thank you and take care.
Peace. All right, all you wonderful people are talking about all the fantastic methods that you've got for sinning today. Let's see here. Quasar says, I ate prawns today. You're a sinner. You're going to hell. Let's see. Somebody in here, I think some horrific individual. Oh my goodness. Disgusting individual is wearing mixed clothing, mixed fabrics. Be careful I don't see you and point you out to the masses. Bill Castor. Good morning, Bill Castor. The reason there's a devil is because the story needs a bad guy. God gets all praise when good happens, but blames the devil, the enemy, or free will when bad shit happens. Total BS. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Bill Castle. Very much appreciated. You are correct. You win the prize for correctness today. Absolutely. I feel the same way. Matter of fact, I've been working on, was it a video about that very thing? Anyway, I've got some new videos coming, but that's a great point. And we do have the new goat of atheism. Thank you for that. Kelly Laughlin, most of my past was helping people to have a good time. That's good. That's good. Is drinking a sin? Plan on doing lots of that today. You know, that's a good point. Depends on which God monster you believe in as to whether it's a sin. Ah, there it is. Jesse Bear saying, you're the bad one. Sinner, wearing mixed fabrics today. We just can't take you anywhere. We just can't. His messenger, thank you for joining us today, says, are atheists aware of the existence of everyone in their city? I don't know. There's actually this thing. There's this word. There's a word for whenever you are actually aware of the fact that other people around you actually have entire lives that go on about themselves. A lot of people don't really think about that very much. You just like people are NPCs in your own little world. But occasionally a person will stop and go, oh yeah, everybody else has got a whole life too. There's a word for that. I don't remember what the word is. It probably doesn't have anything to do with religion though. God is GOAT. I've been saying, thank you for that pseudo history. Jason, Jacoby, Lost Explorer. No, actually God is the bad guy. The devil is the rebellious hero. Yeah, it just depends. I did show the goats. Did I not show the goats already? Oh, I thought I showed the goats. Did I? Okay. All right. Y'all are going to use like you're gaslighting me and trying to convince me I haven't have I shown goats? I don't think I've shown goats today. I did show goats. I think I did. Native Atheist, thank you for the $10 super chat. It's trying to come through. $10 something. Thank you very much, Native Atheist. Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Nice to see you. Where have you been? Is it cold in Oklahoma? Are you freezing your testicles off? I bet you are. The devil is Deadpool. That's fantastic. Vic Lid, the devil is the son of the goat. The son of the goat. Oh, it's a super sticker. I see. I'll see that whenever I get over to the other place. I do see them over on the other one. That's fantastic. Oh, there it is. I see it. Thank you very much, Native Atheist. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are all wonderful. You guys are making the show go. We're doing fantastic things. I got the, wait. In case you haven't seen it, we got the studio cam, which does turn into the crotch cam if I push this button right here. But if I do, it'll zoom in on the crotch. The wife will come in and snap my hands off at the wrist without, because there's got to be a dog there. But trust me, it works. So we did get the cam. A couple things I'm going to be working on. So just know, anytime you support me, this is what you're working on, helping me support or helping me do. I'm going to work on getting a new system for travel. My new streaming system, a new computers, laptop, and a couple of USB monitors to go on the side so I can travel and do the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Or I can do it here with a better PC and do better things. That's been, since the word go, that's what I've talked about. Also, I'm going to start saving up coin to go do other things across country and speak at places and do stuff. So just know that we're working on that. More to come. Blasphemy and all that. Well, I'll let you know as we get more information ahead, but that whenever you support me and you throw some coin at me, that's what we're going to apply it to. A new system and getting me out there to spread my craziness in person. God needs to be charged with crimes against humanity. Agreed. That's fantastic. I should get Trump coin. I'm going to, probably. It just depends. Yeah. There's a time. It goes up and goes down. It goes up and goes down. Skeptically pissed. A lot of people live their lives like they're watching a movie and have little empathy for the supporting actors. That is true. Let me real quick, guys, check and see where we are on our poll today. Oh, wait, I got a little notification. Oh, Durante. Oh, he uploaded something 23 minutes ago. I'm going to have to go watch. He's one of my favorites. Let's see here. So far, how many votes do we have on our poll of the day? 31 votes on the poll of the day. If God gave dating tips, what advice would he give? Your favorite not listed, leave a comment and let us know. My favorite, of course, is wear Father Flanagan's Pharaoh sombrero. Sin safely. Number 2 on the list is if they treat you like the plague, part the waters and move on. Excellent advice. Number 3, it's turn the other cheek, not spread the cheeks. Sound advice as well. Remember, my friends, don't go near that crapper without a wrapper. Father Flanagan, Pharaoh sombrero. Or number 4, they're your daughters. Nah, go ahead. It's okay. Which one did you vote on? I think right now, they're your daughters. Nah, go ahead. It's okay. Is leading with 48% of the vote. And then if they ever ask you why I'm going to hell, you've got a whole list of questions that I've posted. Dane apparently has 18 dogs. The dog man. Dane, if nothing else, I respect his devotion to his dogs. Of course, if nothing else, I respect everybody's. I didn't mean that to sound shitty, Dane. Sorry. Sometimes I can't help it. I'm a bad person. Lost Explorers Guild. I have not ever once sinned, so apparently I can throw the first stone. But my subconscious mind is signaling to my conscious mind, don't throw stones at anyone. That would be wrong. Right? That's fantastic. I dig it. You didn't need no evil god monster leaning over in your shoulder telling you not to throw stones. Au contraire, in the book that was written about it, it often tells people to throw stones. Just saying. Pull up or not. Pull up or pull out. That's right. JT, well, yeah, I didn't know you were a really evil sinner. You're thinner, JT. Mixed fibers. I know, right? Can't have that shit around here. Are you even still worthy of a miracle? That's right. I don't know how you people just get along out there. Have you not unalived your neighbor for working on the Sabbath? If not, where's your dedication? You know, I mean, work with me here, people. Or just have you? Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's one of my favorite stories, Sumamami. That is okay, my friend. A little bit of a sidetrack story here, if you don't mind. I'll tell you some. We'll expose you to some Bible knowledge. Everybody knows about the story of Lot. The angels come. They go to the center of the town. Lot sees them. The center of the town is like, "Hey, give me hospitality." He goes, gives them the hospitality, takes them to his home. A horny horde of homosexual Hebrews go and try to kick in the door. Lot says, "No, take my virgin daughters." They don't want their virgin daughters. They're not interested. Because virgin daughters are everywhere. That's like, I got 3 at the house, right? Or they were anyway. So you know what I mean? So they didn't care about that. They wanted those angels. They wanted that man love. Eventually they go away and they do the thing, and then the papa ends up the thing. But there's another story about someone called the Levite. And in the story of the Levite, it's the same story. It's literally the exact same story, except the 2 angels are the Levite and his traveling companion, and he has a concubine that she left him, and he actually had gone, but she ran away from him because, right, he had gone back to get her from her hometown and was going home whenever he stopped in this town. And then same thing, old man let him in. The old man didn't have a name in this story. He's just called like the old man. Lets him in his home. The horny horde of homosexual Hebrews come banging on the door. Let us in. We want to have sex with those travelers. The men offer the old man's daughter and the traveler's concubine. The horny horde of homosexual Hebrews don't want them. They want the travelers. But instead, that's where the stories diverge. At this point, the man says, I don't care if you want them or not. And he throws his concubine out to the horny horde of homosexual Hebrews and closes the door and locks her out there, and they rape her to death overnight. The next day, he opens the door, sees her on the ground, kicks her, and says, "Come on, let's go." She doesn't get up. He realizes she's dead because he's so moved by her sacrifice, apparently, right at this point. He takes her back to his home, cuts her up into 12 different pieces, sends her body parts to the other 12 tribes of Judea or whatever is going on at the time, and they all lay siege on this town. And roughly, if you go read it, like 100,000 people die in the battles. And part of the battle is the armies of God surround the Benjamites, I believe, are the ones who are in the town. They surround, and they go up to God, who's on a mountain. They're like, "God, are you sure this is what we should do?" And God is like, "Go slay them." And so they go down and they attack the city. And the Benjamites hand them their ass. They're just like, whack, 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 and they run away screaming. And then like 3 or 4 times this happens. They go up to God. They're like, "God, man, look what just happened. We got our ass kicked." They're like, no. Go get them. So go do it again. Go assault them again. So 3 or 4 times they go down there. They run into the Benjamites. They get their asses handed to them. And then finally they get smart. They don't go to God, and they go up there. They start to attack. And whenever the Benjamites come out to attack them and fight back, they run away. And the Benjamites follow them. But it wasn't all their force. And the rest of them come down and they attack the city that's been left kind of empty and open. And so they win by not listening to God. But when you go through and you read the story, we're talking easy, 100,000 people unalive. The army of the God attacked, and the Benjamites fought them back, and 40,000 men were lost, or whatever. I mean, it goes on about itself. All because of one girl, because this one guy kicked her out and then did this one thing. What a horrific story. That's the other story, probably more realistic story of what happened, or part of what happened at Sodom and Gomorrah. Interesting. Did you not know that? As best as I can remember. God equals the square root of -1. If you follow the Bible, when you date a girl and find you would like to marry her, all you have to do is grape her, and she's basically yours by law. Only if you get caught doing it. Otherwise, it was just fun for you. If you don't get caught doing it, you get away with it. If you get caught doing with it, then you pay the 30 shekels, or 30 pieces of silver. 30 shekels, is it? And then you get to keep her. Yeah, no wonder. The only dating advice I received from God, the church, was don't ever have sex outside of marriage. Don't ever self-pleasure. Don't even think about anything sexual, or else you will go to hell. Exactly. That's a big part of it. That would explain why they have so many sexual dysfunctions. One of the things they argue about that the Catholic priests, despite Catholicism being so against homosexuality, their targets tend to be boys. And so there's been this thing about whether or not there was actually rampant homosexuality in the church, but in reality, it's more about targets of opportunity than it is, I think, about, vilifying homosexuals. It's about men who all their lives are denied sex, denied opportunity. They can't marry. They can't do this. They can't do that. They're not supposed to do anything. And there they are with a person who's vulnerable. And it just, and it's part of the faith, part of what's happened with the Catholic Church and the bastardization of the understanding of the teachings of Christ. And so now they're just going to go make themselves celibate, and that works. Oh yeah, right, it works. Works for Mary. Let's see here. Yeah, so lots of you got similar advice about, the Christian idea of, but the typical Christian will say, but that is the Old Testament. We hear that a lot. We do. That's one of their signature moves, Oh, that's the Old Testament. That was before the covenant with Jesus, blah, 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 blah. But the Old Testament is God unmasked. The evil God creature. That's what the Old Testament is. Jesus made a new covenant with people, essentially saying that God's not going to smite you now. You have your life to find your way through me to God. But if you don't, you'll face that old evil God monster that lived in the Old Testament. So they can't really part their ways from that creature of the Old Testament. And then they'll also do that whole, it's the Old Testament, that we don't follow the Old Testament. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, right? Right? They sure like to lean on that old chestnut whenever they're ready to hate some people that they disagree with their sex life about. Then at that point, the Old Testament is perfectly good enough for them. So I don't think we should ever let them off the hook with that argument. It's that they don't fall for that. Great point out, Bill, because they do tend to try to separate themselves. And when they do try to separate themselves, I chase them down. Oh, no, you can't do that. No, Jesus doesn't change God. He just delays your punishment until after you die. Jesse Bear says, SA is always about power and control. Indeed, there you go. But also, even in that case, though, men are known, we're driven by biological functions and features. You kind of need an outlet for that. And I'm not justifying it in any way. I'm just explaining why there tends to be a propensity of those victims rather than girls, and boys are more likely girls. It's because they're just exposed more to the young boys. That's the only thing I'm saying. Dion Lachey, sorry late. I have a real hard time joining during the day at this time, working. It's not a good time. I would have to catch this after the live, unfortunately. Well, good morning, Dion. Thank you for trying, though. I know it doesn't work for everybody. It is an ungodly hour, But if you get the chance, you can watch those replays of the stream. I stopped saying, oh, it's Friday or it's Monday and putting the date at the beginning of the show because people just turned it off at that point. I could see from my metrics. They would go back and rewatch the show until you mentioned the date and they would stop. So now I just go on and have fun about myself. AR, Adam and Eve, and Lilith is a her, I believe is the proper term. Madam and Eve. Oh yeah, Madam and Eve. I've never heard that before. The 10 Commandments are indeed Old Testament, and the 10 Commandments are what they are all about, all over our schools. Odd. It's odd that you don't ever hear them trying to have the Sermon on the Mount posted in every classroom. Why is that? The one that tells them to treat everybody nice, take care of other people, be good to people. That's weird. Christians is weird. Jesse Bear, the cherry picking is infuriating with all holy books. It can't only be the word when it suits one's needs or wants. Reverb Twang says, I got goats. There's a cream for that, Reverb. Part of Father Flanagan's line of sexual health products. Reverb Twang says, I'm new to Discord. Please like my baby. Oh, I see. Oh, I understand. You have baby goats in the Discord. Oh, I got to see it. Hold on. Everybody wait. I don't see it in my Discord. Are you in our Discord? Share your content. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this, people. This is this not fantastic? Oh, yeah, that's the goat. You ain't sacrificing this goat, bitches. That's what he says. I think, did somebody in the chat have a name for this goat? And then here, I love these Father Flanagan. Is that not right? That is a Father Flanagan you would not want to leave alone with your kids. Holy lube. And then Father Flanagan's holy oil. That's pretty. I like that. Holy oil. I got distracted. I thought, there's your, that's funny, girl. That's funny. Pet gallery. I'm looking for the pets. Somebody has goats. There they are. Oh my goodness gracious, Quasar. That is not a goat. That's a wiggle butt. And a very gorgeous wiggle butt. Look at that. All right, here's some baby goats. That is cute. Baby goats are the cutest. They're very cute. Those are blurry goats. Baby goats and blurry goats. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing in there. So if you're new or you don't know, we have a Discord. The link is all over the place. Join our Discord and we have a place where you can go share your animals, your beasties, because we're all about pets and stuff. So, all right, guys, I'm going to read back our super chats real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the show in just a moment. Now, remember, the Pharaoh's Curse song plays with the end credits. Oh, man. And I did. I actually went and I updated the end credits to fix the word silver. I did that. I just didn't move it in here and put it on the thing. Damn it. It'll be there. I promise it'll be there. Anyway, so let me real quick get our fan funding. I so appreciate you. Again, all the fan funding is going to go to a new PC for the amazing Super Chris to do the show on, and to future travels as I try to go speaking across the country. The wife's not sure about that. She's like, I don't know about that. I'm like, I don't know, but we'll get a bulletproof vest. Raven Lunatic for $5 said, just a message to make you say that Chris Mallard is funny and witty, but Durante is so much funnier and more handsome. Just kidding. Love you, Chris from Raven Lunatic. Our Aussie instigator. Left-Handed Jedi, just a shout out that Kent Hovine's channel just got shut down. I want to go check that out. I'm going to have to go just revel in it. Schadenfreude. Das ist Schadenfreude. Bill Castle, thank you for the $10 super chat. Bill says, the reason there is a devil is because the story needs a bad guy. God gets all praise when good happens, but blames the devil. The enemy or free will when bad things happen. Total BS. 100%. And then $10 super chat from Native Atheist. Thank you for joining us from all the way from Oklahoma. I hope you're staying warm up there. When I lived in Oklahoma, it was windy, and in the winters it was cold. Very flat, very windy, very cold. Eastern Oklahoma, though, was had some hills and stuff. So awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you, all you wonderful people. Rainbow Love says, thanks for the stream. I've been listening in. Have a great day, Chris. Thank you, Rainbow. I appreciate you. I love that you lurk. All you wonderful lurkers. I appreciate you. Okay, have a wonderful day. Like I said, I'm going to go feed the evil one, and we'll see what happens. Let me try this. Thank you all. Oh, don't forget. We've got Sci-Fi Saturday tomorrow. First hours, members only. And then after that is we're going to open it up to everybody. I had a good idea for a topic for tomorrow. I'll see. We'll see. It's going to be fun. Join us. Remember, sin safely, my friends. Take care.
Thank you, and have a great day.
está no bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco fue no bueno. It stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister. Now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.